fake. They look for the waggle left. And Martino is hit while throwing and dropped on the play. The pressure applied by John Jackson, the right outside linebacker.
That linebacker came that time. That should have left somebody should have been open in the flat. We didn't get to see it, but in any case, he got a lot of pressure that time. Joe Martino, as we indicated, is not a big fella. He's the Flutie. Remember Flutie from Boston? Yeah, he's a Flutie kind of quarterback.
Snap back to D'Angelo. This time his kick off the side of his foot, and it will roll out of bounds right in front of us, which is approximately the 32-yard line of Verona. So the Ridgers will have a big opportunity here with a 7-0 lead.
And looking good. They've been able to move the ball successfully just about every time they've had it.
Head coach of the Ridgers from Glen Ridge is Duke Mendez. I'll tell you, somebody with a lot of forethought and a lot of football knowledge hired that man to come here to Glen Ridge.
Yeah, you know who hired him?
Who's that?
That old coach, Bill Horry.
1st and 10 for the Ridgers. Jones outside for about 3 yards. And yes, Bill Horry, the former coach and athletic director here at Glen Ridge High School. Still many friends in the community. Came up to say hello before the game.
We have probably the worst view of what's happening out on the field.
And you know what I was thinking just a moment ago? You know, we're guessing, but I think we're calling one of our best games so far. Well, we are lucky for us, and it's lucky for Glen Ridge, not so much for Verona, that most of the action has been on the left side of the field. Once it goes to the other side, it's going to be a little bit like that famous NBC broadcast with no announcers. A loss on the play, and again, the Glen Ridge players are shielding us. And once again, just to remind our viewers who might have tuned in, because of a emergency declared by the fire department and by, well, I assume by PSE&G, the press box has been closed off. Matter of fact, not only the press box, but a good portion of the stands because of a live wire. And until that situation is cleared up, the press box will not be occupied. And we will have to broadcast from our location, which is certainly not a good one.
3rd and about 11, Paul. Passing down normally.
Let's see if Townsend decides to go to the air. They were successful the first time. Thrown outside, incomplete. Joey Heckel, the intended receiver.
Well, that's the time to throw that pass. Only you throw that pass when it's 1st and 10 or 2nd and 6. Holding on the offense that time. I don't know whether they're going to make them run it again and give them the 10-yard penalty or use up the down. I believe they're deliberating right now.
Holding penalty.
They're going to make it 4th down. They're going to decline the penalty.
And Glen Ridge will opt to punt as Ben Saveni is in.
Right, and that's a good choice, unless you got a fake punt that you think can be successful.
Well, they've got the early lead. If Ben Saveni can nail one inside the 5, they will pin Verona. So
sure.
I'm kind of confident he's going to kick.
We're still in the first period, you know.
And he does go for the corner. Gets a good roll on it, not as good as he had hoped for, as it will go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
But Verona has a long distance to go, you know, and they don't have the kind of runner that Glen Ridge have. They don't have the Jones kind of runner. They don't have the guy that can bust out in the clear, you know, and go 90 yards and beat everyone downfield.
Since Verona joined the Colonial Hills Conference, well, now 6 years ago, they have controlled this series between the two teams. Verona leads the series 4-1 since the two teams have started resuming play in the Colonial Hills Conference. Up the middle, Dave Anico.
Oh, he's tough.
And this is the Dave Anico that we've heard so much about.
Yeah.
Should have been stopped for a gain of 9. Instead, he will get at least 15 on the play.
Yeah, he is a tough runner.
Anico, a 6-foot-tall senior, goes 205. He's a captain, also a member of the baseball team, and just a strong, powerful, straight-ahead runner. He'll carry the ball out to the 31.
He doesn't say a whole lot, I noticed, on the practice field. He lets his playing do his